In a small, lively neighborhood, 12-year-old Ethan lived in a world filled with laughter and warmth. Each day began with the rhythmic sound of his mother humming as she prepared breakfast, while his father would read the newspaper, occasionally joining in with funny quips that brought smiles all around. This routine created a comforting stability in Ethan's life, fostering a close-knit bond between them. The weekends were particularly special. They often ventured to the local park for picnics, sharing stories and enjoying each other's company amidst nature's vibrant hues. Ethan, curious and perceptive, thrived on these moments, narrating his imaginative tales, often laced with intricate plots and clever characters. However, an unexpected storm was brewing. Despite their idyllic life, little did the family know their shared joy was about to be shattered. As they navigated the bustling streets one fateful afternoon, their lives took a drastic turn. The screeching of tires and the crunch of metal ushered in chaos, leaving Ethan stunned in the aftermath of a devastating car crash. In that instant, innocence would collide with a harsh reality, forever altering their once harmonious existence. The sun hung low in the sky as Ethan's family navigated the familiar streets, laughter still echoing from their earlier picnic. Suddenly, time seemed to slow when a car barreled through a red light, colliding with theirs in a bone-jarring impact. The deafening sound of metal crunching and shattering glass sent Ethan's heart racing, his world spiraling into chaos. In those terrifying moments, confusion reigned. Ethan felt an overwhelming rush of fear as he turned to see his parents, their faces etched with shock and pain. His mother clutched her side, while his father struggled to regain composure, trying to assess the situation amidst the swirling haze of adrenaline. The scent of smoke and gasoline filled the air, mingling with the cries of passers-by rushing to help. As sirens wailed in the distance, Ethan's emotions shifted from panic to helplessness. He was terrified and bewildered, grappling with the reality that their lives had changed in an instant. The moments that followed were a blur of flashing lights and frantic voices as paramedics arrived, tending to his parents while Ethan sat in stunned silence, clutching his knees tightly. In that moment, innocence shattered, leaving behind a haunting sense of uncertainty for what lay ahead. In the days following the crash, Ethan's family received an unexpected letter that would deepen their turmoil, a lawsuit from the driver who had hit them, a man named Victor Collins. Victor, a middle-aged insurance salesman known for his aggressive marketing techniques, was no stranger to legal battles. With a history of filing claims after accidents, he saw this incident as a potential payday. Motivated by financial desperation and a desire for revenge, he claimed that Ethan's family had caused him emotional distress and physical injuries, demanding a staggering $1 million in damages. Despite the police report indicating his clear fault, Victor's tactic aimed to manipulate the situation to his advantage, hoping to capitalize on their vulnerability. Ethan learned that Victor had faced financial issues before, struggling with debts and mounting bills. The crash was just another opportunity in his eyes, a way to escape the consequences of his own reckless actions. As the lawsuit progressed, Victor's vindictive nature became apparent, revealing a man willing to exploit others' misfortune for his gain. This revelation fueled Ethan's determination to defend his family and prove their innocence against this unjust attack. As the legal proceedings unfolded, the weight of Victor's lawsuit loomed heavily over Ethan's family. They found themselves thrust into a world of courtrooms and legal jargon that felt utterly foreign to them. The seriousness of the situation became all too real as they faced not only the emotional toll of the crash, but also the financial implications of a $1 million claim that threatened to destroy their lives. Ethan observed his parents' growing stress. His mother spent sleepless nights worrying about their future, while his father, usually calm and collected, struggled to maintain a brave face under the mounting pressure. They attended meetings with their lawyer, who patiently explained the complexities of their case, emphasizing that this fight was not just for damages but for their dignity and reputation. The courtroom itself was intimidating, a stark contrast to the warmth of their home. With each session, tensions escalated as Victor's attorney painted a picture of negligence on Ethan's family's part, trying to sway public perception. Each day felt like a battle, forcing Ethan to grapple with feelings of helplessness. Yet amid this turmoil, a sense of resolve began to grow within him. He knew he had to find a way to defend his family's honor amidst the chaos. As the case continued, Judge Thompson grew increasingly skeptical of Victor Collins' claims. He had presided over numerous lawsuits and recognized patterns of manipulation crafted by those seeking monetary gain. There was something about Victor's aggressive demeanor and sweeping accusations that did not sit right with him. Honoring his responsibility to seek the truth, the judge decided to explore a different approach that could shed light on the situation. Understanding that young children often exhibit honesty that many adults lack, Judge Thompson proposed an unconventional method, a game of truth or lie, with Ethan. The idea piqued the curiosity of both the courtroom and Ethan himself, although he felt a wave of anxiety at the prospect of speaking in front of strangers. The judge explained the rules simply, assuring Ethan that he could speak freely without fear. This moment provided an unexpected opportunity for Ethan to step forward. Determined to defend his family, he felt a surge of courage as he prepared to share his truth. Judge Thompson sensed the boy's potential to reveal critical insights, establishing a foundation of trust that would allow Ethan's voice to resonate amidst the legal strife threatening his family's future. As the courtroom settled into a tense anticipation, Judge Thompson explained the truth or lie game to everyone present. The concept was straightforward. Ethan would answer a series of questions posed by the judge while he remained free to state whether his answers were true or false. Each answer would be greeted with a simple bell that rang when he told the truth and a buzzer for any lies. The judge believed that this game could serve as an effective truth-telling mechanism, especially since young children often communicate their experiences with an honesty that adults might overlook. After laying out the rules, the judge emphasized the importance of transparency, assuring Ethan that there were no consequences for his answers. He would not be judged for how he felt in that moment. This approach aimed to create a safe space for Ethan, allowing him to express himself freely without fear of repercussions, an environment uniquely suited to elicit genuine responses. Ethan could feel the weight of scrutiny from those around him, yet he focused on the task at hand. Judge Thompson hoped that through this unconventional method, they could illuminate the complexities of the accident and reveal the truth hidden beneath Victor's allegations. With every question asked, an opportunity awaited for Ethan to articulate his side of the story and potentially shift the tides in favor of his family. As the game began, Ethan felt a whirlwind of emotions swirling within him. Nervousness danced with a fierce determination to protect his family. Standing in front of the judge and the attentive courtroom, he could feel every gaze weighing heavily on him. His heart raced as he took a deep breath, attempting to quell the anxiety coursing through his veins. The stakes felt monumental. This was not just a game, but a chance to stand up for his parents who had always been his pillars of strength. Ethan listened intently as Judge Thompson posed the first question, the bell ringing out like a signal to commence. As he responded, he concentrated on delivering his truth, striving for clarity despite his trembling hands. Each answer felt both empowering and daunting. He wanted desperately to articulate what had happened during the fateful crash. His voice wavered slightly at times, revealing the inner turmoil of a boy thrust into an adult world of legal battles. Yet with each correct answer, relief washed over him, bolstering his confidence. This game was more than just proving innocence. It was an opportunity for Ethan to reclaim some control over an uncontrollable situation, reinforcing his resolve to fight for his family's honor against Victor's ruthless accusations. As the game progressed, Ethan began to gain confidence with each question from Judge Thompson. Responding to inquiries about the moments leading up to the crash, he articulated his experience with unexpected clarity, weaving together a narrative that highlighted the chaos of that day. When asked if his parents had been paying attention while driving, he replied firmly, "Yes," and backed it up by recounting specific details about their conversation just before the accident. The judge nodded appreciatively as Ethan's answers reflected not only his innocence but also an impressive level of critical thinking. One question posed about automotive safety drew a thoughtful pause from Ethan. When he explained the importance of wearing seatbelts, citing how they saved him and reminded everyone in the courtroom of the necessary precautions for safety on the road, even Victor's attorney exchanged a glance of surprise. With each response, Ethan combined personal testimony with an intuitive grasp of legal concepts like negligence and responsibility. The combination of his emotional sincerity and newfound articulate nature left a lasting impression on those present, revealing that this 12-year-old possessed both intellect and maturity far beyond his years. In that moment, Ethan transformed from a boy in distress into a key player capable of shifting the tide in favor of his family's case. As Ethan continued to respond to Judge Thompson's questions, the atmosphere in the courtroom shifted from skepticism to awe. Observers leaned forward in their seats, captivated by the articulate manner in which he conveyed his thoughts. Gasps of surprise echoed softly as he delivered complex answers with maturity that belied his young age. The judge's brow furrowed in concentration, nodding thoughtfully as Ethan described the events of the crash with a clarity that was both precise and vivid. Lawyers exchanged incredulous looks, realizing they were witnessing something extraordinary. The young boy's ability to connect personal experiences with broader concepts of responsibility and safety showcased an unexpected depth of understanding. Even the gallery was taken aback by Ethan's eloquence. Adults who had doubted the validity of a child's perspective found themselves re-evaluating their assumptions. Whispers of "remarkable" and "brilliant" floated through the room, and a sense of respect began to emerge for this once timid boy who now stood as a beacon of truth. Ethan's responses illuminated the courtroom, transforming him from a mere witness into an impressive force, his high IQ and thoughtful articulation not only capturing attention but also providing hope that justice might prevail for his family amidst the turmoil. The courtroom held its breath as Judge Thompson posed a decisive question that would reveal the crux of the case. "Ethan," he began, "can you tell us where you were seated in the car during the accident?" With a steady voice, Ethan pointed out his position in the back seat while also describing how he had been observing the traffic around them just moments before impact. As he recounted details, his eyes sparkled with clarity and conviction. "I saw the red light ahead of us," he stated firmly. "We were stopping, and the other car wasn't slowing down." The tension in the room thickened, focusing on Ethan's every word. He then produced a small drawing he'd made on a piece of paper, depicting the intersection with color-coded cars illustrating their positions at the time of the crash, an unexpected form of evidence crafted by a boy with a vivid imagination. Gasps rippled through the audience, followed by whispers of disbelief. Ethan's simple yet effective visual representation showcased not only what had happened but also reinforced his parents' innocence, dismantling Victor's narrative piece by piece. Judge Thompson leaned forward, visibly impressed, as it became clear to all present that Ethan's insights had dramatically shifted the case's trajectory, marking a pivotal moment of revelation for everyone involved. As the courtroom buzzed with whispered conversations, Judge Thompson took a moment to reflect on Ethan's remarkable capabilities. The boy had transformed from a frightened child into a compelling witness, showcasing an understanding of the situation that was often overlooked by adults. The judge couldn't help but marvel at how children, like Ethan, possess a unique clarity in their perceptions, one that tends to be clouded by the complexities and biases of adulthood. Realizing that Ethan's insights were not just lucky guesses but rather a product of keen observation and emotional intelligence, Judge Thompson pondered the implications of this revelation. He acknowledged the tendency for adults to underestimate children's perspectives, often dismissing them as naive or simplistic. Yet here was Ethan, articulating nuanced thoughts about responsibility and safety with an eloquence that challenged those assumptions. The judge's mind raced with the broader implications of what he had witnessed. If children could navigate their experiences with such wisdom, perhaps society needed to reconsider how it valued their voices in serious matters. This realization deepened his resolve to ensure that justice would prevail, not only for Ethan and his family but as a reminder that listening to the innocence of youth could lead to profound truths often hidden from adult eyes. The tension in the courtroom reached a breaking point as Judge Thompson prepared to announce his decision. He reviewed the testimony and the evidence presented, particularly noting Ethan's compelling insights and the drawing that clearly illustrated what had happened. With a deep breath, the judge addressed the room, his voice steady and authoritative. "Based on the evidence presented and the truthful accounts given by Ethan, it is evident that Victor Collins is primarily responsible for this unfortunate incident," he declared, a wave of relief washing over Ethan as whispers of astonishment filled the air. Therefore, I am dismissing this lawsuit against Ethan's family. Gasps of disbelief echoed through the courtroom as Victor's expression shifted from aggression to shock. The judge continued, emphasizing that it was crucial to acknowledge the boy's remarkable clarity in describing events and understanding legal principles. This case serves as a reminder that we must listen to and value all voices, especially those of our youth. Ethan felt an immense weight lift off his shoulders as he glanced at his parents, their relieved expressions reflecting pride and gratitude. The ruling not only restored justice for their family but also reaffirmed the bond they shared, a bond now strengthened through adversity and truth. In the weeks following the trial, both families began to reflect on the life-altering events that had transpired. For Ethan and his parents, the dismissal of the lawsuit brought a profound sense of relief but also a realization of the fragility of their previous normalcy. The bond between them deepened as they navigated this new chapter, finding solace in each other's company and cherishing the simple moments that life offered. Ethan's courage in the courtroom became a topic of admiration within their community, and they found support in friends who rallied around them. On the other hand, Victor Collins faced a starkly different outcome. The trial had exposed his manipulative tactics, leaving him isolated and without the financial reprieve he had sought. Reflecting on his actions, he experienced a mix of embarrassment and regret. Perhaps this was an opportunity for him to reassess his values and choices, recognizing how greed had clouded his judgment. Both families emerged from the ordeal changed, one strengthened by truth and resilience, while the other confronted uncomfortable truths about their motivations. The experience served as a reminder that justice prevails not just in courtrooms but in the lessons learned through adversity, prompting both families to seek paths toward healing and personal growth. As Ethan sat quietly in his room, reflecting on the whirlwind of events leading up to the trial, he felt a profound sense of clarity wash over him. The experience had taught him invaluable lessons about truth, resilience, and the importance of family. He realized that standing up for what is right was not just about defending oneself but also about protecting those we love. Ethan understood now that challenges would come in various forms throughout his life, but he felt more equipped to face them. The courtroom drama had not only revealed his own strength but also provided him with a deep appreciation for the support of his parents and friends. He recognized their unwavering love and belief in him had fueled his courage during the toughest moments. With a newfound confidence, he vowed to carry these lessons forward, knowing that truth would always guide him. His reflections ignited a sense of hope for future challenges. He felt empowered to navigate life's complexities with integrity and compassion. As he looked out the window, Ethan smiled, grateful for his family and ready to embrace whatever lay ahead, confident that he could face it all with honesty and strength. In the days following the trial, Ethan's parents reflected on how their son had become a symbol of resilience and hope. They marveled at his unexpected strength and clarity during such a tumultuous time, acknowledging that his courage not only defended their family but also challenged preconceived notions about youth and innocence. They understood now, more deeply than ever, that children possess wisdom and insight that can sometimes surpass that of adults, offering perspectives that are vital in seeking truth. Judge Thompson, too, pondered the lessons learned. He recognized that this experience had illuminated the importance of listening to children, appreciating their ability to navigate complex emotions and situations with remarkable honesty. The judge contemplated how often society overlooks the voices of the young, missing opportunities to learn from their sincerity and straightforwardness. Victor Collins, grappling with his actions, experienced a profound shift in perspective as well. This ordeal forced him to confront his own vulnerabilities and reconsider the choices that led him down a path of manipulation. Ultimately, all involved came away from this experience transformed, with newfound respect for justice, an appreciation for innocence, and an understanding of the latent strengths found within youth, revealing that true empowerment often arises in the face of adversity.